Oh, that's quite an impact between
Oh my
them.
gosh.
A bitter blow too from
Oh
the
my
driver
gosh.
from the pack.
What just happened? Let's just see if it works. I mean, you wouldn't know that anything's different just looking at it. Is it smooth? Chat, is it smooth? Please tell me it's smooth. Does it look the same as before? Okay, Al Bono, mon ami. He's not French, but my friend. Joe is the only driver up the road because Joe driving for AlphaTauri. Is it just me or is that a little bit cursed? That Tsunoda and Joe swap seats in season 1. Let's go, Joe, please. Joe, I've had a really rough time, mate, so if you could... I'm fuming. I don't have the beepy button. Teo, please you get past him. Teo, please get past him. It's not a great start. Okay, we should clear him here nicely, right? It'll do. Albon's going to be down on Pachet here. Let's have a look at the times. How much do we reckon Albon lost? Like a second and a half? Maybe 2?
Okay, so just keep an eye on the delta. Just be slightly negative if you can.
Apparently Albon didn't lose that much time. It did look way slower,
Yeah,
right? When do we go out? I think now. Bit of a gap. No one's on a flying lap here, right? There's a few people on in-laps, but no one on a flying lap. So we should get nice, clean laps. Look at this. It's clean. It's clean. It's cleaner than my buttocks, and they're always squeaky clean. Albon's the driver further up the road. We'll go on board with him. They are on older tyres here, but I'm hoping that even on the tyres that did the previous lap in this session, they'll be fine. Albon's gone yellow, but he has gone green in Sector 2. In Albon, we trust. The question is, how much time did he lose in that second sector last time? Oh, Albon's gone yellow. It's not looking good. Was Q3 ambitious for my return? Because it does feel like it might have been a tad ambitious. Go on, Alex! Alex Albon, you beautiful man. Please go faster. Please improve. Please. I'm begging him. We'll want racing. That doesn't really help us, does it? Oh, Teo Pachet. Up to 11th. Go on. So it's Tsunoda, Bottas, Piastri we need to worry about here. Surely Alex has done enough. Surely. Look at the traffic. Block him. Block him. That'll do. That'll do. We've lost a bit of time for him there. Yeah, now you block the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, great driving. Great. This is fantastic. I think we're going to be okay because everyone is getting blocked. Good job, team. I mean, Pachet's definitely through. It's just down to Tsunoda and Bottas. Tsunoda, does he improve? He's gone yellow in every sector. Bottas isn't going to improve either. Okay, breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. Breathe a sigh of relief. We're through with both drivers into Q2. Was not as convincing as I would like. When do we go out? Hulkenberg's about to finish a flying lap. I want to make sure I'm ahead of him. I think we've gone out behind Max. And as we've discussed many times on this channel, if you're going out behind Max Verstappen, you've probably gone out the right time. I say that. Carlos, is it Alonso? Alonso. We've got to clear Alonso. Just Alonso. Alonso, the only driver we have to worry about for blocking here. Although I think we'll get him. It's not a great section, actually, for Albon to catch him. Is Albon going faster? Question mark. Sector. I thought the sector ended there. Is it a bit later? For some reason, I thought Sector 1 ended a turn sooner than it does. Slower? Slower? Okay, Albon made it through okay. Pachet, a bit quicker before. Bit of a toe here. That's suboptimal. He's still gone quicker, apparently. He's still gone fast. Make of that what you will. That was not a toe. Is Albon going to improve? I feel like it's unlikely, but I've been wrong before. He went a bit faster, but not fast enough. We've let the believers down there, and I can only apologise. because we're not getting another lap here. Sorry to the believers. Shocking from us there. We've got it wrong. I say we've got it wrong. We actually got pretty clean laps. We just don't have the pace that I thought we might have. We're a racing car. We're not a qualifying car, you know? Some cars, they're all about the quality. No, we're about the racing. Enjoying this F1 Manager video? Want to play it yourself? I have teamed up with Fanatical using the link f1m.workthe.space in your web browser. You can get a mighty fine discount and also help support the channel. Okay, let's get into this. It's a Merc on pole, by the way. I didn't even spot that earlier. And Norris is up in like 7th or 8th. Norris up in 7th. Hello. Oh my word, Albon's too quick. Is everyone on softs? A couple of medium runners at the front. Oh my god, the Hasses I thought were about to crash. Albon's lost a place, but he might still get it back here. We've got 2 Hasses in front of us. What could go wrong? Boucher's directly behind Albon as well. I'm going to have to tell him not to fight his teammate here, aren't I? I'm not having them fight. Oh, go on, Albon. Follow him through, Teo. Follow him through. I think we can go back on chill now.
Happy to manage tyres.
Am I mad thinking that this is actually working out quite nicely for the soft-medium strategy? I think it's going to be okay. Could be more aggressive and overtake the Haas. The thing is, I think if I go past the Haas's, I'm just going to be having to use a lot more to kind of keep ahead of them. I don't mind the fact that we're just chilling behind them right now, topping up. Especially because Ocon's on a very, very similar strategy. Looks like Alonso might be going for a similar one-stop and maybe Gasly too, although he's not protecting his tyres quite as well. I can't remember. I might be able to see it here. So if you're going for a 2-stopper, you're pitting around lap 80. So about 6 laps the Haas will likely pit. I appreciate, chat, that this strategy here, it's not the most exciting. But I feel like it's like the tortoise in the air. Did you read that book when you were a wee lad or lass? You know, tortoise in the air. We are the turtle. We are the humble tortoise. We don't go quick. The Hasses are not the hares because they're not quick. But in this context, we're probably not going to get ahead of Verstappen and Perez going slowly. So let's just pretend the Hasses are. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. We're 15 laps in and I'm stressed. Nothing's even happened in this race. This has been the most simple race to manage, like from lap whatever. So I think the Hasses are going to pit in like maybe 3 laps. And when that happens, I kind of want Sainz to take the lead of this pack on his mediums. We're probably going to enter a crossover point where the mediums are faster. And I'm hoping the tyres that we've saved, we will just be able to get a toe off Sainz.
We can push on now. Okay, copy.
So yeah, we're looking at around lap 28. Thank you, chat. Whereas the current strategy, which seems marginal, is a little bit sooner than that. But I might extend, hoping for a safety car, but if not, just giving myself a bit more room if I do want to push on the mediums later. Boucher, by the way, not really talked about this. He's held Sainz behind him in a very quick Ferrari this whole time. Unbelievable. Literally 21 laps he's been behind him, and then I say that and it just... How? 21 laps! Oh, he's come back. He's come back. Teo, just have him, mate. Do him. You've got DRS, he's got DRS. You can push a little bit here. Look at him go. Look at that. That's the difference in pushing. He's pushed the pedal down a little bit harder. I think Sainz will still get us here, but it doesn't actually matter that much.
Yes.
In some ways, it's not even that bad if Sainz goes behind. The one thing I don't want to happen is we fight and lose time and lose DRS on these guys. But Sainz on the mediums now, with all these soft runners ahead, you kind of expect to work his way through. Our tyres have just dipped into the cool area. We can push on them a little bit. I like the fact that Teo has decided to race wheel to wheel with him through this entire lap. They've done half a lap next to each other. That is not even an exaggeration at this point. Are they going to do a whole lap where neither of them gets in front? When did this battle start? Should I be worried? It's actually incredible how much they've battled here. I mean, we are going to get done, I think, at the death here, sadly. Or are we? He's still there. That is literally a whole lap, right? They've been side by side. I'm not even exaggerating. That they've literally been next to each other for the whole lap. I'm going to say confidently that was the crossover point for the medium hards. Oh, for the medium soft, sorry, in terms of performance. I'm going to tell Bashir to chill here. I don't want him pushing on the fuel. There's a temptation to go for the undercut here, but I feel like the undercut could come back to bite you if you're on the mediums for a lap longer, especially because we've done all this work to conserve our softs now. It'd be like all for nothing if we, like, basically we shouldn't have conserved if we try and undercut them. I think we just go for raw pace. What would be a dream here is actually if Hulkenberg pits this lap. That would be the dream. He's not pitted. Why does he not pit?
That's good.
Hulkenberg's now got no DRS to defend. Ignore. We should get a second lap here as not a second lap, a second dosage of DRS here as well. I hate the DRS zone in Australia in real life, but it's going to work out for us here.
Yep.
Now the question is, can we pull ahead of Hulkenberg?
Yep.
Give some respect to Bashir here, because if we were to end up getting in 10th... Okay, 2 of the soft runners pitting now. If Bashir ends up making it... Sorry, if Albon ends up landing in the points, part of it will be because Sainz didn't get through this traffic. Are they going on to hards or are they going on to mediums? Mediums to the end? Mediums. Is everyone going soft mediums? Hulkenberg's pitting as well. Is Albon going to get a toe off any of these guys? You know what? I don't hate the idea of being behind Alonso. That is actually not that bad at all. I feel like I'm not going to lose much time on Albon here if he stays in DRS on Alonso. I think we can do 1 extra lap with both drivers. Is there enough of a gap to double stack my drivers now as well? I think there probably is.
Push on with the tyres.
I think we're going to go for a lap overcut here on Magnussen with Bashir. I think that's now the plan. I think Magnussen's going to pit this lap just based on Hulkenberg pitting. I think we can double stack our drivers. And as long as we don't have an error with Albon, when has this ever gone wrong, it will be fine.
So Ocon has pitted.
Okay, Magnussen and Ocon have both pitted. So this is the lap where we have to properly push. And both drivers are going on to mediums to the end. Interestingly, it seems like everyone is going for this soft-medium strategy now. Because I don't think that was even one of the recommended 3 strategies. So the big question now is going to be, as we pit here, was that extra lap worth it? Sainz is now finally in some free air as well. All right. Fast pit stops here needed because we are double stacking. That's massive. It's not the fastest. I mean, it is the fastest. I mean, I'm glad that the mistake happened in that order. It's not going to cost us points. That's what I'm holding on to. It's not going to cost us points. Hulkenberg's come out right behind us. But we are ahead of him with fresher tyres. I mean, it's annoying for... it's annoying for us, but at the same time, there's a part of me that just thinks, well... At least it wasn't Albon.
Let's get the pack
You know?
under control.
At least it wasn't Albon. As much as I want to go fast with Albon here, because Hulkenberg's behind, I know that we need to manage our tyres a little bit to get them to the end. And hanging behind in DRS whilst conserving like we did before to then push like we did when we needed to might be a good idea. I mean, right now I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Assuming that a few of these teams are going to stop a second time for softs. I think going long on these tyres makes sense unless there's a safety car, in which case that goes completely out the window. The Astra is just going to hold up Hulkenberg, who's going to get into DRS. There is a chance to potentially leapfrog Hulkenberg into this next corner.
We can start reducing lift and
Which
coast.
would probably be in our interest if we can get it done and then also follow Ocon past Piastri, but we don't need to get ahead of Ocon yet. Let's try and get this done if we can. Crack everything up.
Let's close the gap now.
We have 2 safety cars. We've not had any yet, Chuck. It's been a very, very tame Australia Grand Prix. I'm afraid to say, for those that were hoping for all action. Okay, good stuff. That is 1 move done. Okay, Hulkenberg's been dropped. He'll probably... depends on how much these guys are saving in front, I guess. Norris is up the road. What's Norris's lap times like? Norris is going slowish. I mean, he's conserving his tyres, though, for the end. My plan basically is to save everything we can with Bechet so that when Sainz is trying to come through, we can hold him up with Teo. How long do I think I am away from winning my first race? -2 races. Could have, should have, maybe would have had it 2 races ago. If Albon wasn't an idiot. Oh,
If you've got any pace
safety car.
good now.
Safety car. Ah, did you pit for softs here? What happened? Who crashed? We got a safety car.
And oh dear, that's Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen and the Red Bulls hit each other again.
Now we're watching Max Verstappen.
Are we watching Max?
cars
It's the Red
jostling
Bulls
for
again.
position. Oh, that's quite an impact between
Oh my
them.
gosh.
A bitter blow too for
Oh
the
my
driver
gosh.
from the pack.
What just happened?
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have
He's
wanted to see.
driven through an AlphaTauri on the road. Verstappen's out. Danny Rick's out. I guess we pit for softs here, right? How hard did he hit? It looked like he accelerated into Danny Rick, didn't it? Like, I'm not going crazy. He definitely accelerated
That's
there.
not looking good for Charles Leclerc.
Why did it say it's not looking good for Charles Leclerc? What's just happened? Chat, did you hear that? It just said in the background, it's not looking good for Leclerc. What's just happened to Leclerc is what I'm wondering. Leclerc's out the session. Who did Leclerc hit?
Leclerc retired.
What's happening?
Boxing
What
this
is
lap.
it? What happened to Leclerc?
Box.
Ricardo's been given 10 seconds. Ricardo got driven into. And he's been given the penalty. Okay, Gasly hasn't pitted. Potentially big. Okay, DHL Ultras. This is a big moment for us here. This could be big. This could be big. Come on. Needs to be fast. Oh, we're having to wait for other cars. We've just been done by Hulkenberg in the pits.
What was that?
Sorry.
Oh, we did actually have a slow stop as well. Oh, Teo, make it up for me. Oh, why couldn't we give that to Albon? Why couldn't we give that to Albon? I mean, we've got the 2 fastest pit stops for the day, so that's good. Safety car's ending. Are we ready to go motor racing? Are you ready, chat? There's going to be a big push to the end here. Very high confidence on Albon. High confidence on Teo. We're going motor racing. Drivers are set to aggressive. Both have high confidence. We're running in the points with Albon. Max has now retired from 2 of the first 3 races of the season. I am terrified of Sainz behind. I have to admit it. That Ferrari's very quick. No DRS, just as a reminder, for another 2 laps, and a lot of people have fresher softs than ours. Or not fresher, but equally as fresh. There's not a massive difference in tyres. The 2 drivers who are a bit out of place, Hulkenberg to an extent, but more so Gasly and Hamilton. They're the 2 who might have issues later on. Gasly's mudded, isn't he? Gasly's losing a lot of time here. Makes me wonder if Hamilton's tyres are going to drop off big time as well, at least relative. I'm really tempted to push hard on Albon to try and get him through, but I mean, you're going to just get him through and get stuck with more people behind Gasly. That is a big queue, isn't it? Directly behind. From Norris forward here. Gasly's just at the front. Surprised that they're not letting Ocon past. Hulkenberg didn't have fresh softs to put on either, so getting past him would be
She's up
nice.
the overtake.
Yeah, copy.
I think we're going to struggle to get past him unless he
As
doesn't
soon
have
as I try to race
DRS.
anyone, I just have no chance.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just telling porkies. Are we really going to try and move around here? We got it done? Oh my word, we've actually got it done. Massive Albon, massive. Give him a round of applause.
Okay.
Ocon's got past Gasly now. We need to do the same. But
making
look at
progress.
this. What's going on here?
Okay, mate, good job.
What's going on here? Now he's going to get DRS off Norris for a few laps. Although Norris hasn't even got DRS to defend here. This might get a bit messy. I don't want to get carried away, chat. Our car is quick, isn't it? Like, our car is actually legitimately fast now. Like, everyone's on very similar tyres here, having pitted. Can we make this move stick on the Aston? It's going to be tricky. I want to believe. There's a yellow flag. What happened?
Oh dear, a crash.
What happened? Has
There's
Teo
been a
been
crash.
involved in this? Oh,
But this is what
Teo.
happened. Now this was at turn
What
3.
happened?
You can see how tight it
He,
is. And not just one car involved in that, as you
that's
can see.
probably on Teo,
I
isn't it?
imagine their confidence
If
will
I'm
have
being
taken
honest,
a knock.
I want to defend him because he's my boy. It's definitely on Teo. Did he get the penalty? He got the penalty. Might have ignore the damage. He's trying to get the believers the safety car they need. Sorry, lads, he's not done it for you. Albon overtook
have a
Stroll
look
while
at
that was going on. Ignore
Here,
Pichère.
we're
Pichere's
taking
just doing his
turn
own
6.
thing.
It's certainly inviting.
At least Albon's doing well, isn't he?
And Alex Albon completes the move.
Massive move. Massive. Right, Gasly's the next car up. Tyres are getting hot. I want to believe we can get Gasly here out of here because he's on his old mediums. Is there a move up the inside if we're feeling racy? That'd be very ambitious. Gasly might have DRS for this next straight.
Keep pushing.
I can't push the tyres too hard though because they're already hot and our car does not do attempts well. Kind of half tempted just to retire at Teo with 9 or 7 laps left, but I think you do lose some of your development point, like, potential for doing that.
So we can close the gap to the cars ahead.
Get a run out of here. I know he's got DRS as well,
Use
but
the
surely
overtake.
we can make it work. We can't make it work. We can't make it work. We can't make it work. Gasly, I need you to not have DRS on Norris. Okay, he doesn't have it. Box him or he gets a penalty for next race. That's actually a valid point. There's a VSC. There's a VSC. Well, VSC doesn't really help Teo, but we'll box
So
him so he
VSC.
serves his penalty.
Close on the Delta.
Alonso crashed. Wait, Alonso crashed. I didn't even think about why the VSC happened. That's a gearbox. Was he in second at the time? I mean, a VSC is not a safety car, just, you know, for the sake of the prediction. 5 laps. 5 laps to make something happen here. Gasly's tyres are mudded. We will get past Gasly easy. I'm wondering about Hamilton in 3rd. He's going to be managing his tyres at the end. If we don't get Gasly here, we should get him in the second DRS. My concern here is Stroll behind. Stroll is good. If we don't get Gasly here, we should get him in the next, through after the chicane. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm calm. Calm. Am I convincing you, chat? I'm calm. Everything's fine. Okay, we've made the move. I'd love Gasly now to hold up Stroll for me. Gasly, you were meant to hold him up. You had one job. We don't have DRS now, which is going to make things difficult to defend against Stroll. So if Gasly wants to race Stroll just to slow... Never mind. Gasly, I expected nothing. I'm still disappointed. We're in 6th, by the way. Not really acknowledge that. I don't know if we'll be able to hold on to this without getting some DRS, but I mean, we could catch Norris, I suppose. I don't mind if Stroll goes ahead of us here, I think. I think we have to accept that could happen. The big thing is, though, Gasly is now held up Hulkenberg and co. Sainz could still catch us late on. Oh!
4 laps to go.
Calm. Calmness is required. See, now, because of the way the DRS zones work in Australia, he gets DRS again and we don't.
No point even trying to defend these positions.
I know, I agree, Alex. There's no point trying to defend these positions.
Pushing.
Agreed.
Keep pushing.
Ocon's up to third, by the way. Alpine are about to get a third. This year, the standings are going to be really interesting. Our aim is top 6, and I think we're going to improve massively on last year, but getting 6th is going to be difficult. We are still gaining on Norris, right? Our lap times are what is it, Hamilton? We'll see here. 7 tenths to Hamilton a lap. There's 2 laps left.
Copy.
It's going to be difficult to catch him. We are catching up to... Are we catching up to Norris? I'm not even sure if we are. That's a move. That's a
Push
move.
through all corners.
Don't
Yeah,
lose
copy.
time fighting, though. I'm confident if we play this smart, we get Stroll. I don't think there's enough in the tank to get Norris.
Let's get the pack under control.
I'm going to be able to full deploy last lap, like full send. I kind of want to be behind for the last bit of the lap so that we get DRS for the main straight.
Can afford to drop back.
Don't want to be ahead here. Want to be behind for the detection zone, which is this next turn. Now we go deploy. Norris is in sight. I say he's in sight. He's been in sight a while, but I wonder if with a full push here, if we can catch him.
Deploy.
Yep.
Final lap.
Sure can go for just a full push fastest lap here to end, but I don't think he's going to get it. Okay, we're up to 6th, which would be big in itself, but we've got enough here that we can just push this whole lap. I'll manage the temps as well. 6th place, would this be our best ever finish? I couldn't have pushed sooner to the pound, because I've only got enough battery now to push this last lap because I harvested. There's a yellow flag for a moment there. Oh, Joe locked up. Doesn't help us. I just realised I'm going for fastest lap with Pichette. He's got wing damage.
Pack's on the right
Hamilton
side
is so slow here. Fighting with Ocon. See, I've got no battery now. I've given it everything we can. But I think we're going to get 6th here. Unless there's to be a last turn incident, which feels very unlikely, but 6th is still massive. Safety car didn't really... Everyone pitted under the safety car bar 2, but still. 6th! 6th, how can we take that? That's very good. It's just a shame that Alpine and McLaren both finished ahead of us. It doesn't feel like
Yes,
as good or a
guys.
6th because of
Amazing.
that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well done, mate.
that's good. That is actually really good. That is solid points. We want to be getting points in half our races this year, which normally I'd think, oh, scrape top 10, that'd be good. Standings are going to be interesting for the team. Yeah, Gasly held up everyone massively for us. Like, Sainz never had a chance, did he, to close the gap. That's a good result. It's just a shame
Alex
everyone else
Albon
did well.
put in an absolute showstopper of a drive.
Was a
today.
showstopper of a drive.
It's safe to say they exceeded all expectations.
True,
A
true.
finish in the
Round of
point,
applause for the
and
lads.
my
Come
goodness,
on!
it is very
Come
well